Ahead of this year's election, Texas Governor Greg Abbott boasted about the state purging thousands of non-citizens from the voter rolls. But an investigation out today from ProPublica, the Texas Tribune, and VoteBeat found some American citizens got swept into that. Good afternoon and thanks for being with us. I'm Will Dupree. This afternoon, we are joined by James Barragán. He is a politics reporter from the Texas Tribune whose byline is part of that investigation. James, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
It's good to be with you, Will.
Yeah, I've seen your story shared so many times on social media, so congrats on that. I know a lot of people are interested in that. When this all came out that the state had cleared so many people from the voter rolls, initially the governor claimed approximately 6,500 or so non-citizens got removed from the voter rolls. But this investigation found that that number might have actually been inflated. How did you determine that? And also, do you have a clearer number now?
Well, the answer to your last question is no. The number 6,500 is obviously a big number, and we had questions about it. We did not know how the governor's office had arrived at that number, so we began asking questions. The Secretary of State's office, which is the election administrator for the state, gave us in public records 581 people that they had identified as non-citizens through jury summons. And so there was this big discrepancy between the 581 and the 6,500 that the governor's office has said. So we asked about that, and they said that they had verbally transmitted that to the governor. We still don't know until this moment what that entails or how those people were wrapped into this. But what we do know is that by comparing the data of people removed from the voter rolls by the state and by the counties in that same time period, we found people who were U.S. citizens who were removed from the rolls and identified as non-citizens.
Yeah, you're leading right into my next question. You and the other reporters in this investigation spoke to those voters who are citizens but still got removed. How did they discover this, and did they do anything to fix that?
Well, some of them were finding out for the first time when we were calling them, which, as you can imagine, would be a big surprise. One woman, a 21-year-old Central Texas resident, said she had no idea that she had been taken off the voter rolls. She'd only been out of the state twice, and she's a native Texan, and she asked us, how could that happen? And so the reason why that happens is that the voter rolls are very fluid. They're complicated. People move, people change their names, people die, people turn 18. And so they're fluid all the time. And so when you make these big claims, there sometimes are very easy explanations, such as a person moved and didn't respond to a letter for confirmation of citizenship, which is what happened with some of these voters. But sometimes it's the counties or just small errors that people themselves make. You can imagine filling out something at the doctor's office and missing a box or something. That's what happened to some of these voters. And like I said, sometimes the counties just they ticked the wrong thing or they coded it incorrectly. And then these people were flagged as non-citizens. Even though they are U.S. citizens, they showed us their birth certificates.
As you all were doing this reporting, have you received any reaction now from either the governor's office or the Texas Secretary of State's office?
We have not received any reaction from state officials. There are hearings at the legislature that will be taking place later this week, discussing this very issue of quote unquote non-citizen voting. Our story doesn't dispute that perhaps that does happen, and we do point out some rare cases where that does happen. Our concern is that this number is overinflated and it didn't have the data to back it up. And as we've said in our story, we did find U.S. citizens who were flagged as non-citizens to create this number, which really contributes to this concern that we have that it's creating distrust or mistrust in our electoral process just a month out from the election.
All right, we will leave our conversation there. But James, congratulations on this reporting, and thank you for joining us again for this interview to talk more about it.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. As